What if I told you that 95% of people who try to lose weight will gain it all back within 5 years? But here's the plot twist. The 5% who succeed aren't doing what you think they're doing. They're not starving themselves, they're not doing hours of cardio, and they're definitely not following the latest fad diet that promises to melt belly fat in 10 days. In 2025, the game has completely changed. And today, I'm going to show you the exact strategies that science has proven work, not just for losing weight, but for keeping it off permanently. So if you're tired of the yo-yo dieting cycle and ready to finally crack the code, stick around because this could be the video that changes everything. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm your name, and this channel is all about cutting through the fitness BS and to bring you a real, science-backed strategies that actually work. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another weight loss video? Really? But here's why this one is different. We're not in 2020 anymore. We're not even in 2023. The research has evolved. Our understanding of metabolism has deepened. And frankly, the old approaches that maybe worked for your parents' generation, they're not just outdated, they're actually counterproductive. See, the weight loss industry is worth over $250 billion globally. That's billion with a B. And you know what? They profit from your failure. They need you to keep coming back. Keep buying the next program, the next supplement, the next quick fix. But what if there was a better way? Today, we're diving into the 5 most powerful weight loss strategies for 25. Strategies that work whether you're a complete beginner who's never stepped foot in a gym, an enthusiast who's tried everything, or even a professional who's hit a plateau. These aren't trendy hacks that'll be forgotten next month. These are fundamental shifts in how we approach weight loss that are backed by the latest research. And the best part? You can start implementing these today with whatever time, money, and resources you have available. Strategy number 1. Protein optimization, not just eat more protein. All right, let's jump into strategy number 1. Protein optimization. Now before you roll your eyes and think, I already know protein is important, hold up, because what I'm about to share will completely change how you think about protein. Most people think protein is just about hitting some magic number. You know, eat 1 gram per pound of body weight or whatever. But 2025 research shows us it's not just about how much protein you eat. It's about when you eat it, what type you eat, and most importantly, how you distribute it throughout the day. Here's what blew my mind. A study published just last year showed that eating 30 grams of high-quality protein within the first hour of waking up increased fat burning by 23%, compared to eating the same amount later in the day. 23%. That's like getting a free metabolism boost just by timing your breakfast right. But here's where most people mess up. They think a protein bar or a protein shake is enough. Wrong. Your body responds differently to different protein sources. Whey protein? Great for post-workout. But for that morning metabolism boost, whole food proteins like eggs, Greek yogurt, or even a piece of grilled chicken work way better because they require more energy to digest. And here's the kicker. You want to hit that 30-gram threshold at every major meal. Not 10 grams at breakfast, 15 at lunch, and 60 at dinner. Your muscle protein synthesis, that's your body's fat-burning and muscle-building process. It peaks and valleys throughout the day. By spreading your protein evenly, you keep that fat-burning furnace running hot all day long. Real quick example. Instead of having cereal for breakfast, oatmeal for lunch, and a huge steak for dinner, try eggs and Greek yogurt for breakfast, a chicken salad for lunch, and salmon with quinoa for dinner. Same total protein, but now you're working with your metabolism instead of against it. Strategy number 2. Metabolic flexibility training. Strategy number 2 is going to sound fancy, but stick with me because this is game-changing. Metabolic flexibility training. Your body is like a hybrid car. It can run on 2 different fuel sources, sugar from carbs or fat from, well, fat. Most people are stuck in sugar burning mode 24/7. Their bodies have literally forgotten how to burn fat efficiently. It's like owning a Tesla, but only using the gas engine. Traditional cardio? It keeps you in sugar-burning mode. Hours on the treadmill at a steady pace? Sugar burner. Those HIIT classes where you're gasping for air the entire time? Still sugar burning, just faster. But metabolic flexibility training teaches your body to seamlessly switch between fuel sources. And when your body becomes efficient at fat burning, weight loss becomes almost automatic. Here's how you do it. Instead of doing 45 minutes of steady cardio, you're going to do what I call zone cycling, 5 minutes of easy movement. We're talking like a casual walk pace. Then 2 minutes where you pick up the intensity, maybe a brisk walk or light jog. Then back to easy for 5 minutes. Then back to moderate for 2. Why does this work? During those easy periods, your body shifts into fat-burning mode. During the moderate periods, you're training your cardiovascular system without pushing so hard that you can only burn sugar. You're literally teaching your metabolism to be flexible. And here's the beautiful part. You can do this with any activity. Walking, cycling, swimming, even strength training. The key is alternating between periods where you can still hold a conversation and periods where talking becomes a bit challenging, but you're not dying. I had a client, Sarah, who was stuck at the same weight for 8 months, despite doing spin classes 5 times a week. We switched her to metabolic flexibility training just 3 times a week, and she dropped 12 pounds in 6 weeks. Why? Because her body finally remembered how to burn fat. Strategy number 3, circadian rhythm. Optimization. Now, strategy number 3 might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's actually the most natural thing in the world, circadian rhythm optimization. Your body has an internal clock that controls everything, your metabolism, your hunger hormones, your energy levels, even when you burn the most fat. And here's what's crazy. Most of us are living completely out of sync with this natural rhythm, and it's sabotaging our weight loss efforts in ways we don't even realize. Check this out. Research from Harvard shows that people who are out of sync with their circadian rhythms have a 55% higher risk of obesity. 55%, and it's not just about sleep, although sleep is huge. Your metabolism is literally designed to be highest in the morning and lowest in the evening. Your insulin sensitivity, that's how well your body processes carbs, peaks around 8 a.m. and crashes around 8 p.m. Your body temperature, which directly affects how many calories you burn, follows a predictable pattern throughout the day. So what does this mean practically? 3 simple changes that can boost your fat burning by up to 30%. First, light exposure. Get sunlight in your eyes within the first hour of waking up, not through windows, not through sunglasses. Direct sunlight. This sets your internal clock and jumpstarts your metabolism. Even just 10 minutes makes a difference. Second, meal timing. Eat your largest meal when your metabolism is highest, between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. This isn't about restriction, it's about optimization. You can eat the same number of calories, just shifted earlier, and your body will process them more efficiently. Third, temperature cycling. Your body burns more calories maintaining its temperature. A cool shower in the morning and keeping your environment slightly cool during the day can increase calorie burn by 200-300 calories daily. That's like getting a free 30-minute workout just from being strategic about temperature. I know this sounds too simple to work, but I've seen people break through months-long plateaus just by syncing their habits with their natural rhythms. Your body wants to be lean and healthy. You just have to work with it instead of against it. Strategy number 4, stress response reframing. All right, strategy number 4 is something nobody talks about, but it might be the most important: stress response reframing. Here's the hard truth. Chronic stress makes weight loss nearly impossible. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol, and cortisol literally tells your body to store fat, especially around your midsection. But here's what's even crazier. It's not just bad stress that triggers this response. That intense workout you're doing? Stress. That strict diet you're following? Stress. Worrying about your weight? Massive stress. So you could be doing everything right from a traditional perspective and still sabotaging yourself because of how your body is responding to the stress of trying to lose weight. But here's the breakthrough. It's not about eliminating stress. That's impossible. It's about changing your relationship with stress. Research from Stanford shows that people who view stress as enhancing rather than debilitating have completely different physiological responses. Their cortisol levels normalize faster, their metabolism stays higher, and they actually lose weight more effectively even under stressful conditions. So how do you reframe stress? 3 techniques that work. First, the growth mindset approach. Instead of thinking, "This workout is killing me," think, "This workout is making me stronger." Instead of, "I can't eat what I want," think, "I'm choosing foods that serve my goals." Same situation, completely different stress response. Second, stress inoculation. Instead of trying to eliminate all stress, you deliberately expose yourself to small, manageable stresses that you can control. Cold showers, challenging workouts, trying new foods. This builds your stress resilience so that life's unavoidable stresses don't derail your progress. Third, recovery rituals. This isn't just about sleep. Although sleep is crucial, it's about having daily practices that signal to your body that it's safe to burn fat. This could be 5 minutes of deep breathing, a short walk after meals, or even just listening to music you love. Here's a real example. I had a client who was a high-stress executive. Despite perfect nutrition and consistent exercise, he couldn't lose the last 15 pounds. We didn't change his diet or workout. We just added 10 minutes of morning meditation and reframed his workouts as stress inoculation instead of punishment for eating. He dropped those 15 pounds in 2 months because his cortisol levels finally normalized. Strategy number 5, sustainable systems design. Finally, strategy number 5, and this is where everything comes together: sustainable systems design. Here's what I've learned after working with hundreds of clients. Motivation fades, willpower runs out, but systems are forever. The people who successfully lose weight and keep it off don't rely on discipline. They rely on systems that make healthy choices automatic. Traditional weight loss focuses on restriction. Eat less, exercise more, have more willpower. But sustainable weight loss is about design. How do you design your environment, your schedule, and your habits so that healthy choices become the easiest choices? Let me break this down into 3 system types. Environmental systems. Your environment should make healthy choices obvious and unhealthy choices difficult. Keep cut vegetables at eye level in your fridge, not buried in the crisper drawer. Put your workout clothes next to your bed so they're the first thing you see in the morning. Remove apps that trigger mindless eating. You know, the ones that let you order food with one tap. Schedule systems. Instead of trying to find time for healthy habits, you build them into your existing routine. You don't add a workout to your day. You replace one thing you're already doing with a workout. Maybe instead of scrolling your phone for 30 minutes in the evening, that becomes your walk time. Identity systems. This is the big one. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to lose weight," you say, "I'm the type of person who takes care of their body." Instead of "I should work out," you think, "Working out is just what I do on Wednesdays." You stop relying on motivation and start operating from identity. Here's what this looks like in practice. I had a client who failed at every diet because she was trying to change everything at once. So we started with just one system. Every Sunday, she would prep vegetables for the week and put them in clear containers at eye level in her fridge. That's it. No diet, no exercise plan, just that one system. After a month, eating vegetables became automatic. Then we added another system: walking meetings instead of sitting in conference rooms. Then another: keeping a water bottle on her desk. 6 months later, she had lost 30 pounds. But more importantly, she felt like a completely different person because her identity had shifted. The magic isn't in the individual changes, it's in how the systems compound. Each system makes the next one easier, and eventually, healthy living stops feeling like work and starts feeling like just who you are. All right, let's bring this all together. We've covered 5 game-changing strategies for 2025: protein optimization, metabolic flexibility training, circadian rhythm, optimization, stress response reframing, and sustainable systems design. But here's the thing: information without action is just entertainment. So I want you to pick one of these strategies, just one, and implement it this week. Don't try to do all 5. Don't try to be perfect. Just pick the one that resonated with you most and start there. Maybe it's eating 30 grams of protein within an hour of waking up. Maybe it's getting sunlight in your eyes first thing in the morning. Maybe it's designing one environmental system that makes healthy choices easier. Whatever it is, commit to it for just 7 days and watch what happens. And I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know which strategy you're going to try first. I rate every single comment, and I love seeing your progress updates. If this video helped you see weight loss differently, smash that like button. It really does help more people find this content. And if you want more science-backed strategies that actually work, hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Remember, you don't need to be perfect, you just need to be consistent. You don't need more motivation, you need better systems. And you absolutely have what it takes to make 2025 the year you finally achieve the lasting results you deserve. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, keep being amazing.